Image is a candid photograph taken inside an airplane cabin, featuring a tense interaction between two individuals. On the left, an elderly man with light skin, wearing a gray cap and a dark polo shirt, sits in an aisle seat. He has a mustache and appears to be listening intently. On the right, a flight attendant with light skin and brown hair tied back, dressed in a navy blue uniform with a red scarf, leans slightly forward, speaking assertively to the man. The cabin's interior is visible, with overhead lights illuminating the scene. The text overlay at the bottom is in bold, uppercase green and white letters reading, "Sage du milieu, monsieur. Maintenant." She gave the order. The cabin went silent. But 9 minutes later, the text is positioned over the lower part of the image, with the green text drawing attention to the quote. Harold Bennett, an 87-year-old World War II veteran, boarded American Airlines Flight 274 from Chicago to Dallas on September 10, 2024, at O'Hare International Airport. Bennett, a former Army Air Corps navigator who served in the Pacific Theater, held a first-class ticket, a gift from his grandson for his birthday. He walked with a cane and wore a Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW, cap, his frail frame moving slowly to seat 2A, a priority seat reserved for disabled passengers. At 10:15 a.m., as boarding continued, a passenger, Karen Walsh, a 45-year-old marketing executive, approached Bennett. Walsh, holding a first-class ticket for seat 2B, asked Bennett to move, claiming she needed the window seat for a work call. Bennett explained his priority seating due to mobility issues and his veteran status, but Walsh insisted, citing her tight schedule. A flight attendant, Emily Carter, intervened, verifying Bennett's reservation and asking Walsh to take her assigned seat. Walsh complied but voiced frustration, audible to nearby passengers, saying, "He's just sitting there taking up space." The exchange, overheard by passengers in rows 1 and 2, sparked murmurs. Passenger John Reynolds, a 32-year-old teacher in 3C, recorded the interaction on his phone, capturing Walsh's comment and Bennett's calm response. "Ma'am, I earned this seat, not just a ticket." The video, uploaded to X at 10:20 a.m., gained 5,000 views by takeoff at 10:30 a.m. Hashtags #RespectVeterans and #Flight 274 began trending locally in Chicago. 9 minutes after takeoff, at 10:39 a.m., Captain Michael Thornton, a 52-year-old pilot with 20 years of service, made an announcement over the intercom. "We're holding briefly to honor a special passenger." Thornton, informed by Carter Bennett's veteran status in the earlier exchange, paused the flight's ascent, maintaining a stable altitude. He exited the cockpit, walked to seat 2A, and saluted Bennett, stating, "Sir, your service deserves our respect. This flight honors you." Thornton's action, witnessed by 120 passengers, prompted applause. Walsh remained silent, avoiding eye contact. The moment was captured by Reynolds' continued recording, posted to X at 10:45 a.m., amassing 50,000 views by noon. American Airlines issued a statement at 1 p.m., praising Thornton's gesture and affirming support for veterans. The VFW National Headquarters, alerted by the X post, contacted Bennett's family, offering to cover his travel expenses for a veterans event. By 2 p.m., local media, including WGN-TV, reported the story, quoting Thornton, "Mr. Bennett's sacrifice inspired me to act." Walsh, identified via social media, faced backlash. Her LinkedIn profile, linked by X-users, revealed her role at a Chicago-based marketing firm. By September 11th, her employer issued a statement distancing itself from her actions, announcing a review. Walsh posted an apology on X at 3 p.m., stating, "I regret my words and respect Mr. Bennett's service." The apology, viewed 20,000 times, received mixed reactions, with some users demanding accountability. Bennett, a Chicago resident since 1946, had flown B-24 Liberators during the war, earning a Distinguished Flying Cross. His story, shared by his grandson, David Bennett, on X, detailed his 25 missions over Pacific. The post, uploaded September 11th, reached 100,000 views. The VFW invited Bennett to speak at their national convention in July 2025, an honor he accepted. The flight landed in Dallas at 1:15 p.m. Bennett was escorted off first, greeted by airport staff with a small ceremony organized by American Airlines. Thornton personally thanked him, shaking his hand. Walsh, exiting later, avoided media waiting at the gate. WFA-TV in Dallas covered the arrival, interviewing Bennett, who said, "I didn't expect this. I just wanted to get home." American Airlines updated its training on September 15th, mandating sensitivity modules for handling veteran passengers, impacting 10,000 employees. The airline donated $10,000 to the VFW in Bennett's name on September 20th. Walsh's employer terminated her on September 18th, citing conduct unbecoming, per company press release. Walsh relocated to Ohio by October 1st, avoiding further comment. The X video, reposted by a Veteran's Voice, reached 1 million views by September 25th. The incident prompted the Department of Transportation to issue a memo on October 5th, encouraging airlines to prioritize veteran accommodations. Bennett's story inspired a Change.org petition started by Reynolds for mandatory veteran respect training, gaining 30,000 signatures by October 15th. Bennett attended the VFW convention, speaking to 5,000 attendees about his service. His speech, live-streamed on X, garnered 2 million views. American Airlines implemented its training by November 1st, with Thornton leading the first session. The airline stock rose 2% by November 5th, attributed to positive publicity. The incident began with Walsh's demand at 10:15 a.m. Bennett's response, recorded by Reynolds, highlighted his humility. Thornton's salute at 10:39 a.m. was noted in the flight log. The X post spread, tracked by analytics, showed 500,000 engagements by September 12th. WGN's report included Carter's statement, "Mr. Bennett deserved better than that woman's words." Walsh's apology, posted at 3 p.m., was criticized by a Chicago vet as insincere. Her termination, announced September 18th, followed 50 complaints to her employer. Bennett's VFW speech, delivered July 20th, 2025, emphasized unity, stating, "We serve for everyone, not just ourselves." The petition, reaching 50,000 signatures by November 10th, influenced airline policies nationwide. American Airlines donation, presented at a Chicago VFW event, funded scholarships for 10 veteran students. Bennett's grandson, David, launched a foundation in his name on December 1st, raising $25,000 by August 31st, 2025. Thornton received the airline's Employee of the Year award on December 15th, citing his actions on Flight 274. The Department of Transportation's memo, effective January 1st, 2025, impacted 20 airlines. Bennett's story, featured in a CNN segment on January 10th, reached 5 million viewers. Walsh's relocation was reported by the Columbus Dispatch, noting her low profile. The VFW convention, attended by 6,000, honored Bennett with a standing ovation,